So Gina, did you have a chance to watch this video about Srila Prabhupada?
Yeah, actually, I only got halfway because I was catching up on all the previous like audios, and so I was watching it before joining, and I actually cried at one point. Um, just like the beauty of the message of like combining people of all faiths, of all, however you identify with, whatever you identify with, combining it all for peace and happiness. It just like really touched me. And I really appreciated that video, just seeing the personality of the hi birdies. How do you say his name? I say his name wrong every time. Um, but I
How do
appreciated learning of yeah,
how do you say
yeah.
it? How do you say it?
I can't say sweeta I don't even know. I
Yeah,
can't even say it.
yeah. Let's ask
Uh,
Galunenda. I mean, he's like native. He's supposed to pronounce it completely right. Can you do
yes.
it for us? I think he froze. Uh, can you hear us,
Me?
Ganendra? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
We just wondering, can you pronounce Shiva Prabhupada's name? We want to hear it from you because you're a native person.
Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada. Yes.
Okay. Did you hear it,
But,
Gina?
but I did. I just like I can't even. I would just be talking gibberish like paru paru. I don't even know what each word is. I have to study that. But
Just a name.
I
Just,
yeah, yeah, exactly. But I did enjoy learning more about his story and capturing more of his personality, like seeing him smile. Because like I only seen like pictures or in the temple, I've only seen like a statue of him. I never really got to like understand his personality really. And so this actually helped me understand why the people really, pay their respects to him and why he's in the temple, et cetera, et cetera. So I really liked that movie.
yeah, he is an amazing person from many perspectives, like being a wonderful preacher, being a fearless person, being a wonderful negotiator, being a real fighter, being a perfect manager. I mean, so many talents.
Yeah, and we here met his disciple Agnidev Prabhu. He met Srila Prabhupada when he was 21, I think, years old. He's from Caribbean, Trinidad. And he mentioned he listened to Srila Prabhupada lectures for the first time, and right away he decided to move to. Can you hear me well? Not?
Yes, yes, yes.
He decided to move to ashram right away, and we asked why, and he told that I immediately felt that he's very sincere. What he preaches is absolute truth, and he's also loving. And all his disciples, he was sharing that they felt his love more than anything from him. This like he really loves them like a father, like he gave them so much love. And it's interesting because I feel the same from Malika Mala Mataji, from Marina Targakova. And interesting, when you watch a recording, you can feel it kind of, but not as the same as you like personally meet her. So I cannot even imagine if you can feel it from Srila Prabhupada and from his books, from his recordings. I cannot even imagine how it felt for them when they met him personally. It should have been something like out of this world, because everyone told that he was out of this world. He was like in spiritual platform, definitely. Yeah, so such movies really help us to understand his personalities. And all of them, all his disciples tell us like read his books. You will feel Srila Prabhupada from his books. Yeah, so we have this. We are fortunate that we have this opportunity to read his purports and his books, and meet his disciples who share so openly about him, so we can have a little spark of his personality. Thank you for watching this movie, Jean.
And I remember another thing which kind of amazed me. His disciples kept saying that sometime he used to be very strict with them, but regardless to being strict, they felt exactly the same, that he's full of love, and his strictness is actually is for their benefits. I mean, spiritual benefits. So everything that he wanted is that they kind of becoming a good devotees, following Krishna consciousness, and for this purpose he was ready to help them all the way, and it was absolutely unprecedented. Like one person doing so many things. Remember at the beginning of this movie, they said, actually, Srila Prabhupada himself said that he used to cook for people who actually come to his gatherings, to his lectures. It was on weekends up to 200 people, and on weekdays about 20 people. So, and he kept doing this month after month until his disciples, people who actually he fostered, they finally decide, wow, maybe you need some help. He never actually told them a word until they become ready to provide this service, this help to him. That's amazing. So Gayandra, you didn't see the movie, so you cannot talk about it yet, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, I will
Okay,
see
that's fine.
tomorrow because
Okay.
tomorrow I have holiday. That's why.
If so, we can talk about some questions you may still have with regards to not necessarily movie, but the whole two chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Something that you may want us to discuss now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I will leave right now. Thank you so much, Radha Prabhu, for picking me up. Yeah.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
time.
It was nice to see you. Yeah, and I will send you a picture. It's the biggest Holi festival in the United States and probably in the world. And they started it in 1995 with just a few people. The Srila Prabhupada disciple was inspired by Holi in India, so he wanted
Holi.
to start it in US, and they started like just few friends, and now it's 20,000 people are going to join today. 20,000 people, and it's going to be 2 days, and it's going like we'll see how it's look like, but according to the pictures and videos from previous years, it's crazy. And we're going to have a booth there with Srila Prabhupada books and with Gita games. So we are going to have an opportunity to talk to people, to preach to people. So please bless us so we have as many as possible people touched by Srila Prabhupada message. Thank you. And yeah, I will watch the recording and see you in the chat. Hare Krishna.
Have a good time. Say hello to other
Thank you.
devotees, and we wish you to be very successful.
Happy Holi.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So again, is there anything you may want us to talk about? I don't know, some topic, some question.
Mhm.
And Gina,
On
in
which
terms of
slope?
the movie, if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, emphasize some points of the movie, so think about this. We can have it discussed as well.
Well, I not about the movie, but one thing that's like really still on my mind from the audios is how happiness, how peace is the source of happiness, or like it's the precursor to happiness. And I feel like, I mean, I know all these terms, but just like having it in that order really made sense to me because I feel like I used to maybe
Mhm.
think backwards, like happiness equals peace, and just that transition of flipping the, what comes first, was like enlightening for me. So if you could talk on like happiness, peace, um, because that came up again in like mo all, basically all of them. It came up in different ways, but it came up in all the previous audios. So yeah, I would love to dive more into that.
Mhm. Well, I guess every one of us can think about our personal experience in terms of moments of life when we experience happiness. What was predecessor of this happiness? Can you think about this? Maybe we can just bring up some examples of this happiness. Let me just think for a second about some example of my life. Mm, Well, what I can say is that it depends, in the sense that sometimes the the feeling of happiness came to me not because of things that might happen like in sequence. For example, through some preliminary events, I would achieve a level of peace, and after that, feeling of happiness just came to me. Not necessarily. Sometimes what happened is it was a feeling of happiness which might come out of blue. Um, for example, it's been several like happy turns of my life where I would say obtain a job that I was dreaming about. When this news came to me, did I experience some peace before? Not necessarily. So, meaning that peace may be involved in achieving happiness, maybe not. But one thing we need to keep in mind is that if we take example from material life, we need to keep in mind that, and this is what Vedas tell us, that material happiness is always temporary. And this is where the catch is. Like, I may become happy, wow, for 5 seconds, because after that, something negative came and my happiness is gone. So, from this perspective, we can consider happiness like real happiness primarily from point of view of its duration, right? It might be a good criteria for feeling of happiness. And what Vedas tell us, and what I can confirm from some of my experience, say when I join this movement, and when I become part of the like-minded people, and when I become involved in preaching, in talking to people who wanted to study scriptures, this type of happiness came to me not as a like split second feeling, but rather as a constant condition being stipulated by understanding, by feeling that all of a sudden my life makes sense. This is really very important. And the more peaceful I become over time, which is related to cleansing of our consciousness. We heard about this from chapter 2. Whenever this process kind of progresses in terms of, again, cleansing, this happiness becomes more deep and more kind of like natural part of my life. So, for example, what I mean is, many people say, "Oh, today morning I feel bad because my health is no good. I had arguing with my husband and stuff like that." So, meaning that their happiness is very much dependent on some small events, which really not supposed to be something significant in their life, but nevertheless, it impacts their whether they feel being happy or not. The happiness I'm talking about is much more permanent and independent. This is the key. Hello, Eden. Nice to see you. More independent because I cannot say it doesn't depend at all on, say, how I feel. No, this would be a lie if I say so. But what I can see, what I can observe, that over time, this dependence become less and less. Maybe not to the extent I wanted, but still, I can see some progress with this regard. Does it help you, Gina, in terms of
Yes,
understanding?
it does actually. Thank you. I think because like when I initially read happiness, like I didn't really examine that word further, but you broke it down into like how, I guess going back to your desires, like if you are attached to your desires and you think like, oh, this thing, once I get it, I will be happy. So that makes sense, like how there's happiness that you get from material world. And maybe that's like just like a momentary glimpse of the eternal happiness you can get from when it comes from peace. So I guess part of that equation is missing, which it was in the section. I just didn't bring it up how it's not that peace is a source of happiness, but when your heart is turned toward God, you have peace, and thus you have a newer understanding of happiness. That's not the same happiness that you experience from when your desires come to fruition. Um,
Right.
yeah, so that did help me a lot. Thank you.
There is one more perspective I want to mention. um, we know that when people become older, they say, and this is what Vedas say, that karma kind of becoming more and more. How can we see it? It's things related to health. These are things related not only to health, it's related to relationship. For example, older people can see that some of their relatives just pass away or their relationship become broken, or they, for example, lost lost their job, or there is a problem with their finances, stuff like that. And this is natural thing. And what happened for many people, say over 50s, 60s, 70s, and older, they become extremely unhappy. They become just always, almost constantly in the mood of being impacted by anger, humility, not humility, anyway, negative feelings.
Regret,
Negative
doubt,
feelings,
shame.
which yeah, yeah. And these feelings may be directed on close people, their relatives, because these are the people who surround them. And they may keep claiming, "Oh, guys, you're not taking good care of me. You don't understand what I need. You ignore me altogether. Your kids are being fostered ugly. They don't have manners, everything." And this over time become a huge, huge problem for these people. And what may happen instead with the person who actually following a spiritual path, who understands the difference between association himself with the body as opposed to association with the soul. who understands the relationship between soul and the God and the rest of the world. This person, by having this knowledge, he is much more tolerant to all these sufferings that he inevitably experienced towards the end of his life. And you can call this happiness because instead of being frustrated all the time, he is almost all the time is in a good mood. This is where a huge difference can take place.
Yeah, I feel like in that regards, it's maybe more gratitude that is leading to happiness, or
Yeah,
peace,
yeah.
gratitude to happiness. Like gratitude, I feel like is such a key component to what you're, to that kind of experience in someone's life.
All right. Thank you. Eden, we actually talk about two things. If you had a chance to watch this movie about Srila Prabhupada, if you did, perfect. Um, you may want to just share with us some of your reflections, or you may have some questions, and this is the thing we can discuss now. On top of that, we may talk, or you may ask any question with regards to previous two chapters that we can discuss as well. So just think about this.
Hi, good night, everyone.
Okay.
Sorry for being late to the meeting. I have to say that you hear me, first of all?
Yes.
You hear me good?
Yes.
I have to say that this movie today was like the peak of my day. It really just, I felt purified. I I had a lot of conversations with my mother about Srila Prabhupada. And we always say that like we still can't really understand how much of his divine grace he really saved us, saved the world, how much did he really gave us. We can't really understand now how powerful is that. And every step I get forward in this consciousness, I just think I'm so grateful and thankful more and more about all that Srila Prabhupada gave us. And this beautiful movie just really made it stronger. And I really had some tears because it was so like excited. Yeah, I think you understood me. And there was a lot of stuff that really caught my heart, touched my heart. And one of them was when he had it's like a news guy. Sorry for my English, really. Like a news guy that he asked, okay, so what is the perfect thing? Something like that. I don't really remember. What is what we need to do? What do we have to be perfectly? And he just said, the first thing we need to know is to know ourselves, to understand who we are, to understand that I'm not this body. I'm an internal soul. And as more as you hear that every day, and I hear it a lot, I'm so grateful for that in the past few months, it gets more and more deep understanding. And it's so important to say that, to think that, to understand it every day until it's really hits you. So it said this is the first time, this is the first part, sorry, the first step, the beginning. And I always feel that like in every situation I have, this is again the beginning. Like again, this is the first step I need to first go. In every situation I have, first of all, this is the reminder. It's not like just a big whole reminder, and just like one day I reminded, and that's it. Every situation, I need to remind it to myself, and then go ahead and act as needed. And this is also, I think, leads to a. Okay, this is a different topic. Maybe after I will arrange my head and say that. But yeah, and just I'm really grateful, and really, I'm so grateful that I found this Krishna consciousness, and he spread it all over the world, and it's just so amazing. This is really inspired, and I wish all of us one day can preach more and more and more in our own department, in our own self. That's it for now. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Actually, I never watched this movie before. I used to watch a bigger version of the same movie. And when I did it today, all of a sudden, what kind of touched me a lot, um, some words about the timing when Srila Prabhupada arrived to US. What I heard about this timing before was some accusation from people, like his spiritual brothers and sisters, who would say, "Oh, he kept waiting for so many years after getting a direct instruction from his spiritual master before coming to the US. Why did he do that?" But if you think about this timing from Krishna perspective, who apparently just provided direction, the timing was 100% perfect because he came exactly at the time when hippies, they were in the middle of spiritual search. And when he arrived and when he kind of led their movement towards Krishna, this is how it becomes so strong, almost like from first days. It's just amazing. Plus, second thing, in terms of support, Hare Krishna movement received from Beatles. It's just amazing. Like some of the songs, like one of the songs of George Harrison, it's being sung every single morning in each ISKCON temple across the globe. Can you imagine? Even these days, it's part of the overall ceremony. It's amazing.
I can really relate to your thoughts. I felt when I saw it today, it felt like Krishna arranged it so perfectly because he's the best director, of course. And this is so beautiful because each part of this Krishna consciousness is connected so nicely. And the way Srila Prabhupada appears and attracts all of these hippies and all of this, it's just like a big power and sorry, I don't know how to explain it. It's like big energy of Krishna, of course, which is amazing. And the fact, like, I know my sweet Lord for so much time, and I remember when I first heard it, I was super young. My father really loved the Beatles, and I just always liked to sing it, and also Hare Krishna. And like 2, 3 years ago, I told my mother, "Oh, because my mother was knowing ISKCON way before me." And I told her, I just realized now that there is Hare Krishna in that, the Krishna that you follow, that you like. More than that, I didn't know about Krishna. And I told her, it's really like I feel like I'm magnetizing to it. So attracted to that a few sentence. And she told me, this is the Maha Mantra, this is what it is. This was the first thing that like I touched, and it was through George Harrison, which is such a powerful impact for over the world, because the Beatles that time were like their thing. So it's incredible. and to see that in the movie, how it's all beautiful, just beautiful. So I really relate to it. Mhm.
Mhm. Can you hear this music? This is a song by George Harrison, which is part of. Can you hear it?
No, we can't hear it.
Okay, just give me a second.
Govindam Adipurusham Kamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Kamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Kamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindanalaya Taksham Bhagavatam Samaksitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Akom Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobham
Now we don't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
What you said.
So this song is part of the ceremony, which is being done every morning. It's called welcoming deities, welcoming deities. So, and this is the song that George Harrison wrote. Yes,
It was
yes,
very beautiful.
it is. It is. It's a beautiful song. And remember, they said it's 820 temples. So every morning at 820 temples across the globe, this song could being part of this ceremony.
You also wrote
I
this
also
song?
listen this in morning.
Sorry, say it again, Adam.
You also
I
wrote
also
this
listen this song
in
every day, maybe 2 times, 3 times, 4 times.
That's right. Cool. Now you can ask your question, Adam.
He wrote also this song,
Yes,
but it's
he wrote this
it's
song specifically for ISKCON.
it's amazing. I didn't know it. It's in the Mangalarati every morning. I just
Yes,
now understood what you said. Wow, amazing. It's a beautiful song. I really love this song.
it is. It is.
Wow,
And
amazing.
this is not the only song which he actually dedicated to Hare Krishna movement, to ISKCON.
Really?
Oh yes, oh yes.
I will
One
search
of
about
the
it.
things that happened to ISKCON in Europe, primarily due to reputation of Beatles, their extreme popularity across the globe, and the fact that George Harrison, in particular, he was fond of Hare Krishna movement, and he agreed to write songs and make recordings. This was a huge contribution to Hare Krishna becoming so popular in Europe, not necessarily in the U.S., but in Europe for sure. Oh, you have to go, Gina? You
Yes,
say,
I'm headed out to a yoga class.
oh, okay, yeah, sure. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. And
So,
this song
Gayatri,
having meaning also.
Sorry, say
Like
it again.
this songs having meaning. Like we
Oh
can
yeah,
translate. Yeah.
yeah. Do you know this translation? Can you share it with us?
Um, Actually, I don't know, but I will share in group. Okay.
All right. I know only first actually sentence. Govinda Adipurusha. Govinda is the name of Krishna, and he is paramount. Purusha is the guy who actually getting all the pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm searching.
We can use AI for this purpose. Seriously, it's so quick. And he can actually sing this song in English.
Yes, it's sung by like George Harrison. Yes,
Yes,
this
George
only
Harrison.
one song is accepted by Prabhupada for DT. Yeah, for
Yeah,
female
yeah. As
from
far as
female
I know,
side.
yes. I may be wrong, but I think this is the case.
Yeah,
But
this
he also
accepted one.
wrote several more songs which become part
Mhm.
of his albums.
Yeah,
Ты ходишь?
okay. Oh, it's showing me some different translation, so I will share later.
Don't worry,
It's
it's
called.
not necessarily needed urgently. So in the meantime, Gayatri, do you have any questions you want us to go over?
Nick, you are asking about happiness.
Yes,
Yeah, it can't come
not me.
from
Dean asked me
our
the question.
outside.
I was trying to answer.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's temporary. Externally, it's temporary. If we can control our mind, then it's totally depends upon our mind. However, we are controlling our mind. If we are already connected with spirituality and we are with association with devotees and Vaishnava like this, so it's like whatever we are doing, if we will think that it's related to Krishna, it's by given by Krishna, so maybe some happiness will come. Some means
Mhm.
like it will increase day by day. If we will think that this come from, like I have this pen, so I will think this is given by Krishna. It's not mine. If I will think this is mine, it's very it's not happiness for me. If I will think this is given by God, then maybe this is happiness for me. Like this, everything is given by God.
Mhm.
So, uh, like for I'm connecting this with medicine. Like if one patient having problem like pain, so if I will give painkiller, then after 20 to 30 minutes, the pain will relieve, but for temporary, not for permanent. For permanent, I will find the root cause. What is the cause? Which bacteria, fungi will causing this disease? The root of
Mhm.
that disease, the things, then like it's I'm relating with happiness like this.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
like
good point. Actually. Very professional, very medical.
yes, it's related to I'm relating this with my medicine
Uh-huh.
because I have one YouTube channel also. Subscriber is 1.15 lakhs,
Mhm.
1.15 like 1,15,000 subscriber in my YouTube channel. So I'm trying
Wow.
after complete, yeah, after completing my graduation, I have exam. Then after completing my exam, I will make some videos like related to Krishna conscious, Bhagavad Gita,
Mhm.
Sri Ramcharitmanas, like this. I will do.
Okay, that's interesting. By the way, Since we are going to be in Kazakhstan in April, I'm just wondering if you have a time and desire to come over to Kazakhstan, to Almaty, and if you do so, you would be able to get acquainted with Marina Targakova. She will be there.
Oh,
You may be able to go to Guru Ashram of Chaitanya Chandracharan Prabhu.
yeah,
Again,
I
I
went
don't know
there.
your schedule, whether you have time for this or not.
I already went there. Like Gaushala,
Oh, you did?
then yeah, I already went in September, 22 September.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Yeah. Yes,
Nice.
yes. There is a
Good for
Kund
you.
also, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund. The name is given
Yeah,
by like Govinda Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Govinda Swami Maharaj, I think.
right,
So
right, right. Okay, that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Maybe if I, because I have only single entry visa for Kyrgyzstan. I don't have
Mhm.
multiple entry visa. That's why
Oh,
it's
you
problem for
cannot
me.
miss.
Maybe next year I will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Next year.
All right,
Yeah.
sure.
In
Yeah,
Bhakti
let's
Vriksha
keep
Festival.
it in mind.
Mhm.
Mhm. And as far as happiness is concerned, the description of the happiness that you just gave to me looks more like spiritual happiness, isn't it? Therefore, I mean, the criteria for this happiness and the extent of the time it may be present is completely different from material happiness. As far as material, one very good criteria to understand the difference is related to who this happiness is pointed to. If this happiness points just to me and everybody else around me actually unhappy, this is 100% very egoistic material happiness. If, on the other hand, my happiness is directed to other people whose it makes happy, this is more of a spiritual nature. This is how we can actually recognize the difference.
Mm.
All right.
I have
So,
one
yeah, please.
question, but it's not about this subject. It's different subject.
It's okay.
I see a lot of like foreign other people here when I'm traveling, and they all ask me about the Tilaka and Hare Krishna movement, and a lot of
Mhm.
kind of questions. And I always find it difficult to like where to start from because there are some people who haven't heard anything about any kind of spiritual, even thought, like anything. Like they don't know what is that, what is the difference between mind and ego, what the difference between spiritual soul and body, and all of these kinds of terms. They don't even know um, what is presence. Like, so how how would you explain to people who don't know anything about Krishna consciousness? Where will you begin to explain? That would be nice to hear.
It's a very good question. So basically, what your answer should be on a direct question. Tell me more about this Krishna consciousness. What it is? What is it? Yes. Um. Let's think. I'm just trying.
This is exactly what I'm experiencing when I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah. I
Uh,
understand. I understand. Okay. Let me answer this way. We all looking for happiness, right? This is a major, main, and the only goal of our life. And many people actually, while in search of happiness, go through multiple frustrations, things that make them irritated, make them angered, make them unhappy instead. And Krishna happiness is a way how through becoming a lover of God, because this is what it is. We want to be, being part of the Krishna consciousness, we actually learning how to love God. And it looks like that Krishna consciousness is teaching us how to give as opposed to how to get, right? But the the major thing which is very unusual, very not common for material world, is such that when I give give my love to God, in response I receive so much love and happiness that fill me completely and allow me to go through my life with a full understanding of what I should do, what my main goals should be, and it also allow me to get rid of fear. This is a major thing for people because, especially with the age, many people start experience fear, and one of the beauty of Krishna consciousness is related to the fact that people who truly believe in God and becomes lovers of God, they completely um, get rid of fear. So again, what I would do, I would not be talking about some confessional things related to rituals or what you should be doing in terms of principles of healthy life or principles of that each devotee is supposed to follow. I would talk about things which are really valuable, which represents values to everybody in terms of again happiness, love, um, absence of fear as major thing. Oh, one more thing, it's also give people, it allows to improve, to harmonize relationship. Because when you are in a good relationship with the God himself, how can you be breaking relationship with the people around you? Because you know these people are small parts of the God himself. It's impossible, right? It could be, it doesn't make any sense. And from this perspective, building relationship with people, which is a significant contributor to us becoming happy, is the fact that we can obtain it through uh, becoming lovers of God.
Thank you so much. It was beautiful and accurate. I will after that hear it again in the record and note it down because it's really accurate to that situation that I explained because it's really explained nicely to people who doesn't really. There are some people who just say, it sounds like a cult, or I don't believe in God. And this immediately blocks the rest of the conversation. But the way you explain it, it's more like this is my experience, and I explain the relationship, how it affects outside, which is much more friendly to people who can really immediately connect with the idea of dating. So thank
Yeah,
you.
important, Eden, when you talk to people who kind of strangers to you and whose mindset you may not fully understand or not be familiar with. Um, from first words, it's important to find things which kind of connect you as opposed to things that can actually create some argument. And again, these are common things: happiness, love, fear.
Yeah, right. Thank you for that. You really solved the dilemma that has been going through my mind for some time. You're right. Thank you.
And another thing, very important, when you share with people your personal experiences, because it's very convincing. Thank you. It's a really important question because from time to time we meet with people, we start talking about something that we follow in terms of our um, spiritual beliefs, and they ask a question. Tell me more. What do you say? And this is your opportunity, right? This is your opportunity to actually bring them on your side, or actually them to say, "Wow, you kind of weird. I don't want to deal with you."
It's a really risky timing when you can achieve
Yeah.
the winner or not. Yeah, yeah. I can completely
It's
agree.
just, single opportunity for you.
Exactly.
So, Gayander, did you experience such things like that you meet people who you don't know at all, and all of a sudden they ask you to explain something about your spiritual life, share some of your experiences, and you kind of,
No,
what do I say?
no. I never met with this kind of people because I'm from already India, so everyone know about this.
True,
Yeah.
but say in Tajikistan, did you have
Mm-hmm.
such opportunities?
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan, they are Islam,
Oh, Kyrgyzstan.
so they are just believing on Islam like this.
Oh yeah,
They
all
don't
of them,
ask
right?
about this. Mm-hmm.
Not interested.
No.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I'm pretty sure, Adam, you met many of such people. And same here in US, it's like plenty of such people. And what is good about these people? These are type of people who Srila Prabhupada called innocent people, meaning that they have no knowledge, no nothing. They kind of like a blank page. And this is an opportunity for you to fill it with something meaningful that can actually change their life and change it for the better. So it's really very important, and you can feel um, like a guru in a sense. Yeah, it's like a guru. There are
And
two
can I
types of
add?
guru. There is Diksha Guru. And Diksha Guru is the person who actually has authority to give Diksha. Diksha meaning initiation. It's like baptizing in Christianity. And there is a Shiksha Guru. And Shiksha Guru is the person who you can talk to and ask for advice. And this is exactly your opportunity. You meet people that you didn't know before, and they ask you a question, they're innocent, boom, you can give them advice. Tell them a story.
Exactly. This is really important that the fact that we are so fortunate to have this knowledge, it's really important to share it in the right way. So that's why sometimes I feel like I need more. So was a perfect explanation and guidance, which I think as seekers we need to get deeper and deeper for the sake of the others who might meet us on the way.
Exactly.
so we can
Exactly.
share more and understand, explain more deeply and help others. And of course, you can't feed others when you are hungry. So also to remember that.
Mhm.
So thank you.
By the way, from this perspective, I'm not sure you currently have this opportunity, but what we see, it's extremely important that each act of preaching is followed with the prasadam distribution. Prasadam, you know what this is. It's offered food, right? Because prasadam has a magic impact on people's consciousness. You give them this food, and all of a sudden their hearts become more open to listening. I can give you an example. There is such a tradition which is called Harinam. Harinam means that we sing, we dance, and we also distribute prasadam. And when we start doing this in Toronto, uh, what we did simultaneously with singing and dancing, we tried to distribute books, Srila Prabhupada books. And many people just passed by, say, "Wow, I'm busy. Don't bug me. Don't bug me." Um, my wife, she said, "Wow, why can't we just give them some sweets, offered sweets, meaning prasadam?" And what we start doing as a kind of as a couple, people on the side would be just keep dancing and singing, and we would just walk in front of them. She would be keeping just a plate with some sweets, and she would approach a person to say, "Wow, do you want some sweet?" Innocent, right? Doesn't he? Yeah, sure. Grab it, bite, and all of a sudden, at this moment, he doesn't run. He's not in hurry, at least for a few seconds. And here I come to say, "Don't you want to see these books? They're very interesting, very deep, very important spiritual books." And all of a sudden, there may be an opportunity for me to have just quick conversation to attract attention. So it does work this way.
It's a really nice example, and actually, I also experienced a few of this situation. It's incredible how much power prasadam has. Really, when I arrived to ISKCON for the first time in India, it was with a friend who didn't know anything about
Mhm.
ISKCON, and for her, it was really different view experience. All was really weird for her. And then she told me, "Okay, I will go out. I will wait for you outside." Then I asked her, "Where are you?" She said, actually, I'm in a food market," which was not really a food market. It was a festival with a lot of prasadam.
I
And
see.
then she told me, "The food is amazing. Wow, you know what? I want to stay a little bit more." Then eventually she chanted with me one time, one mala. Incredible. From this situation to after eating prasadam, even chanting, this was
That's
incredible.
it. That's it. Yeah.
Incredible.
Magic, spiritual magic,
Exactly.
or they call it spiritual technology.
Exactly. Wow.
All right. So, any other questions we may want to talk about?
Can I add something? Like whenever
Sure, please.
someone is, buddy is asking about Krishna conscious, like you can start from meditation. You can
Little
say,
bit. I
oh,
couldn't really
audio.
hear you. Can you ask again?
Like if someone is asking about this Krishna conscious, you can start from like meditation first of all, like this.
Mm-hmm.
uh, we can do meditation. Like if they will ask, we don't know about God, so you can start with like this: the flower having colors and their smell also, the sun having sunlight, the water having water, the air having oxygen, nitrogen, and in many cases, uh, just ask him who is giving this, who is
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
controlling this.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. It's a
we
good
can ask
question. Very
who
good.
is controlling this. If he's good, then he will say yes. it's controlled by anyone. So you can say who is anyone, like that. We can do like this. So he will believe. Out of 10, maybe 2 will believe this.
Yeah.
And this is
Another two.
actually, it
Yeah.
reminds me about Srila Prabhupada's movie when he said, "Believe not twice." Sorry, you said this is first.
Like
So
we are
Sorry, the
offering.
internet
First
is
of all,
really.
we are cooking. Actually, we are making prasadam, and after making prasadam, we offer to Lord Krishna with mantra. We offer with tulasi. If you will put tulasi inside the prasadam, this Krishna will accept. Otherwise, he can't accept your prasad. Like this. Then that prasadam, when we will eat, it will clean our body. It will remove
That's it.
our all negativity inside
Yeah.
our body. Like it will clean our tongue, like in intestine, small intestine, stomach, like this, everything. So our mind is totally depend upon our stomach and brain, how what we are eating. If we are eating vegetarian, then it's like sattvic food. If we are take Hare Krishna,
This is the
just
altar
have a
that we
darshan.
carry in our Gauri
Gaur
Nitai.
Nitai ki jai.
Yeah.
Jai.
And this is where we offer food.
Wow, Haribol. We are not looking. Can it's not visible, bro.
Oh, it's not
Down.
visible. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know why it's not visible. You know what? I know what I can do. I will
Mhm.
connect, make another connection from my phone, and phone has a better camera, so I can show you.
Mhm.
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 Come on.
I also made today upma prasadam like this because tomorrow we have a Ekadasi. Just see. This is upma. It's
Yes, exactly.
visible. Oh, it's not visible.
Uh,
Okay, wait. Oh, blur.
oh yeah. No,
Not
no, I can
visible.
see it. I can see it. Right? I can show you now. Can you see it?
Wow, Haribol. Yes, yes. Hare
And
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
these are Jagannath.
Wow, 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 Haribol. I'm feeling that I'm in India.
And this is our Guru Maharaj.
Chaitanya Chantan. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's him. Okay.
Thank you for that, Prabhu.
No, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So I think we can finish our conversation, unless you want to bring something up.
I have one question about the course itself. I heard we're gonna finish it in May, right?
Yes,
That's mean we don't gonna cover all the chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, right?
that's correct. That's correct. And Adam, what we planning to do, we planning to have another group towards the end of May. And in preparation for having a new course, we want to extend it in terms of number of chapters that are going to be involved. So meaning that we can, if you want, you can join at some point just to have like continuation, like beginning with the chapter 4. This way you can continue getting acquainted with Bhagavad Gita. Because right now what we are doing, we don't have translations, first, and second, we don't have audios. We do it as we go. That's what we're doing.
So, for instance, let's say that if I have some friend who is also interested in
Yes.
English course, this is
Yes.
the opportunity.
Absolutely, absolutely. Please find as many friends as you want, as you can. We will be happy to have them part of this.
Exactly. You know the exact date?
Yes, believe it will be May 28th, which is beginning.
Okay. It will like just connect with one of the characters, you or Kate, for that like for joining the other group.
You mean, say it again. I'm not clear.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if I want to join for sure. So
Okay, sure.
I just how I joined.
Yeah, you can join from the very beginning. No problem at all.
Just like I noticed now, and then you just
Yes, yes.
okay, yes, okay,
You can
no
join.
problem.
No problem. We will be happy to
Okay,
have
great.
you. You're a good student. You're so we like good students. You're one of them, but that's for sure.
So I just noticing to Kate that I'm interested.
Mhm.
Okay, and I will share with some friends who I heard was interested. That's
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
Very good. So we will just cover the 3 chapters, right? This
Right
course.
now we are going, yes, to have one more chapter, and towards the ending this chapter, it will be end of this particular course. But again, over time, we want to have like a complete overview of Bhagavad Gita for sure. It makes sense. Because when we kind of start doing it, we were not sure whether it will have like a demand from people, how many people may want to join it at all. Now we see that it does make sense, meaning that we need to continue building it.
Great. I'm really excited about this idea. So it's good.
Perfect.
I'm also connected with you all always.
That's it. Very good. Very good. I can tell you, you know David? Remember David?
David, yes.
Yes. David used to be a student of the first group, which we did like 8 years ago. And he did not forget it. And when he heard that there is a new iteration of the same course, he decided to join. So that's why it's a good practice.
Yeah, Krishna again gave so mercy. Krishna again
Exactly.
his mercy upon David Prabhu.
Exactly. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming today, and we will continue being in touch with you and continue getting acquainted with Bhagavad Gita. One чакал по рубежа, крипа ситху, появится. Hare Krishna. Have a good evening. And also have a good evening, Adam. You're in the same time zone. Yeah.
Exactly. Hare Krishna.